Welcome to the channel, man. We've been kind of getting blessed with these fight cards, man. I ain't gonna lie. For like the past couple months, these fight cards have been pretty stacked up with, substantial talent all on one card. Some of these guys were former main eventers on one card. Stephen Foden, a main eventer. Rolly was a main eventer. Danny Garcia, main eventer. Caleb Plant, a main eventer. So great card. Loved every fight. Was very exciting. We got knockdowns. We got guys getting up, coming back. Great, great card. Nonetheless, that's the first things first. Can't say the same for UFC 306, but that's not what we're talking about. Thank God we had this boxing match going on at the same time. So first, let's start off with Stephen Foden. Going up to a new division, trying his hand. Got knocked down, got back up, and worked hard, man. That other guy took some big shots, clean connections by Foden, and, never backed down. Stayed in it. Stephen Foden never backed down. I think he pulled it out in the championship rounds. That's the reason why he won that fight. It was a very close fight. In my opinion, I thought it was very close. As the scorecard showed, it was very close. But I thought Stephen Foden did what he had to do in those championship rounds. Can't wait to see more from him in that division and what he can do, and where he can go. Next up, we got the Rolly. Rolly, what's crazy? When Rolly was coming out, they mentioned, how he ended up getting with Floyd from him being like this guy known in the gym as, a spark plug, somebody who was sparking guys out and sparring and shit like that. And when you watch Rolly fight the way he fights professionally, he fights like a guy who has on headgear and 18-ounce gloves. Like, he fights like he's sparring. Like, it's so wild and unorthodox. Something that you would feel comfortable doing with headgear and shit, That's how it looks, how he fights. And for him to be able to, I think his power plays a pivotal role in why he can win certain fights. Just like the other day. But yeah, Rolly, thanks to his power and his awkwardness that nobody's expecting for somebody to fight like that in a real fight, my hat off to him. I would love to see him rematch Pitbull, after him coming off a loss, and I think he can redeem himself against Pitbull. Only thing about Pitbull, man, you gotta have power to stop him, or finesse, great skill, great balance and agility to beat somebody like Pitbull, because he's one-dimensional. But I feel like Rolly doesn't have like a very defensive game, so he's got to find a way to spark out Pitbull. But I would love to see that rematch. Caleb Plant, yo, I was already feeling him after the Canelo fight. He put up a great fight against Canelo, probably better than a lot of these guys. He actually had a chance at beating Canelo. I think he just got tired and overwhelmed. But even in the Benavidez fight, bloodied and beaten and battered, never gave up, man. Kept coming. And then this fight, a guy who everybody suspected Caleb Plant would just walk over. But that guy, he had some spark on him. And I think it's unfortunate that he got a lot of his knockdowns taken away from him. Especially that one where they were like in the corner and Caleb Plant fell down. That was just like, but part of it was because of how he moved. It looked like he threw Caleb to the ground. But, I mean, he was popping the hell out of Caleb. But this is why I'm just, anytime Caleb Plant's fighting, I'm watching, bro. Because I'm totally convinced this guy's a dog. He's a straight G. Everything you can think of, this guy is it. He's got skill, power. Not power, not the most power, but he's got the whole package, man. The dog mentality. For him to be getting beat up like that in the beginning and made the adjustment, got in there, worked him, wore him down, and then slowly picked him apart methodically, and it just shows the experience and things of that nature of how things can be. And I'm just like, I was amazed because I was like, I thought he was going to lose. I'm like, this guy's breaking Caleb. But he made the adjustment, man. And it just goes to show experience and, of previous fights of how he has come along, man. I'm just like, Caleb, hey, you got me on the bandwagon, buddy, because that was great stuff. Then we got, so yeah, hats off to him. I would love to see him fight Canelo again. Canelo don't got much work at 68. He's beating everybody, but I would love to see him fight Caleb again. Or Benavidez, one of them two. Other than that, he doesn't have much work there. Alright, now let's get to, the sad part of the night, Danny Garcia, man. It hurt to watch that, bro. Especially when he took that knee. It was like, I don't know if it was all the time off or what, but I mean, he was a great champion and all that, and he has the right to take that much time off and jump back in and go straight to the top, even in a different weight class. But, yeah, that was a sad moment in boxing to see that, see Danny go out like that. I just wish he would have never came back. I don't know if he needed the money. There's no way you take that much time off, then want to go up a weight class, and, I don't know, man. It was just sad to see. But it's like, I think he probably just needed the money, because there's no way, bro, you take that much time off and want to go up a weight class and jump straight into the thick of things. No warm-up fight. I wouldn't say a gimme, but, tune-up fight is what they call it. Lara's not no, walkover type of guy. He's definitely a top 5, top 10 contender, right there in the thick of things. But, I think that was the last that we've seen of Danny Garcia. It's sad that it had to be like that. If he do need the money, hopefully he can probably try to be a gatekeep guy to see if a guy's trying to get inside that top 10 and give him a fight against a guy like that who wants to break into that upper echelon. But other than that, hopefully we won't see him in the ring again. But let's get to the fight of the night now. Canelo versus Berlanga. The only chance I gave Berlanga was in the first 4 rounds, and the only way I saw him winning was by knockout. and he didn't do what I expected him to do as somebody who was going to win that fight. He needed to bully Canelo, come straight in, full blast, give it everything he got, empty the tank within those first 4 rounds. Definitely the first 2 rounds, bare minimum. And if he wasn't going to do that much, then that was it. And I'm pretty sure anybody would agree with me as far as he's not going to win past 4 or 5 rounds. I'm pretty sure everybody would say he would have lost if the fight goes past 5, 6 rounds. So, and then he didn't do that, but he did put up a good fight. He put up a good effort. But for him to be the stronger, bigger, longer, he had everything on his side. And he didn't utilize it until it was too late. And by that time, it was too late. So it was like, and then he didn't really have the skill factor to put over on Canelo. So it was just a guy coming straight forward, which is tailor-made for Canelo. And he was bound to lose that fight either way. Without his only chance, like I said, was emptying the gas tank early. I think most guys just want to survive and say they went 12 rounds with Canelo, but also I can say is he did put up, a good performance. I think he earned a lot of guys' respect with that performance. He didn't lay down. I can give him that much. He definitely tried, but I think with him, I heard he came in 25 pounds over. So, and that's supposed to have been the reason why he's not fighting Benavidez, one of the reasons. But for you to come that much more heavy, but, Canelo probably came 15, 20 pounds too, so, because Canelo wasn't small. So, but, for you to be the taller, longer, bigger, probably stronger, I don't know. I feel like I would like to see him with, fight a Caleb. I think that should be his next fight. Fight Caleb, get that experience. If he could beat a guy like Caleb, and then maybe 2 more liked opponents like Jaime, not really Jaime, but Jaime. If he could beat a guy like David Benavidez or something like that, then I would like to see him back against Canelo. But if he don't get past Caleb, if Caleb gets past him, then yeah, Caleb definitely gets that rematch for sure. But it wasn't the worst fight. It wasn't the worst he could do. He did way better than Charlo. I think he did way better than a lot of guys. I believe Caleb did better than him, but let me know what y'all think. Comment, like, subscribe, all the YouTube shit. I'm out.